The average brand has about 12 agencies on their roster, and that's about 12 different priorities, 12 different systems. And then on top of that, when you throw AI into the mix, it just, without the right model, it just adds chaos and makes the chaos run faster. So if you think of yourself or your company like a house, if everyone has their own door and their own rules, you don't have a home, you essentially have a hallway of locked rooms. And AI won't fix that. It'll just make people run faster from room to room or door to door. So essentially the solution is having one front door and shared keys. And that's how collaboration really works. Now, Publicis is famous for the power of one model, and that's because it matters. It's not a tagline, it's literally a system of how we connect creativity, data, and technology under one roof with one team, one set of goals, and one way of working. And this is how we take collaboration from being a buzzword to essentially being a growth engine.
Going from room to room to clean rooms and continuing with the themes that you've been exploring with AI. I wanted to see, especially as those two ideas evolve, what kinds of conversations are you having with peers, colleagues, people you trust about trust and transformation?
I really appreciate this question because you're focusing on the reality of the scenario versus the hype, which people get confused and distracted by. The truth is that the conversations always start with one simple principle, which is AI alone doesn't deliver business impact. It's not magic, it's math. So if it's not wired into identity and data and connected to an operating system, it just makes things run faster, not necessarily better. So essentially, what am I saying? I'm saying that we're telling our clients to ask for proof, to ask for live demos, betas, in-market results, and references. Don't be distracted by the shiny prefab demos. And then when it comes to data clean rooms, they are great, but they're not great unless they're interoperable and based on identity. And if you don't have that, you're essentially just creating another silo. And we're really encouraging clients to maximize that by building that within their own environments versus renting it elsewhere. And for transformation, AI needs to be stitched into the way teams work. So shared incentives, shared systems, and AI native talent. Otherwise, it'll just accelerate the mess.
So Linsey, growth today depends on meaningful connections, which you've explored in a variety of really insightful ways right now. How can data and insight fuel more human and emotionally resonant brand experiences?
I think the most important thing is data doesn't replace emotion, it reveals it. And when we use data in the right way, we don't see numbers, we see clues about what people care about. And that's really, really meaningful. So taking one of our global QSR clients, for example, they moved away from transactional marketing to a surprise and delight strategy. And using identity and loyalty data, we essentially personalized offers for birthday rewards and tailored it to their favorite items and specific times of day that it would matter to them. All of this resulted in 20% increase in the redemption of those rewards, as well as a 21% increase in the check uplift, and then a 78% decrease in cost per store. So that's essentially the power of turning signals that may be overlooked into stories, and then turning those stories into moments of connection. And I think the best brands or the best tech makes brands feel more human. If you feel the tech element, then you're doing something wrong.
Feeling that human touch. So looking ahead, I'm not sure if this is more of a crystal ball question or a wish list question, but where do you see the biggest opportunities for marketers to innovate through things like data collaboration?
Hands down, it's about sharing smarter. And what I mean by that is connecting all of your smarts and data. So most brands have incredible signals locked in silos, but when you connect them, you get to unlock growth that others traditionally miss. And AI doesn't replace identity, it just simply amplifies it. So collaboration turns data into decisions and then decisions into outcomes. And so if you take a pharma brand, for example, we worked with them in a HIPAA compliant way, where we linked patient, HCP, and consumer data to build microsegments. And then we activated that across PESO, which stands for paid, earned, shared, owned. Doing that drove a 7-to-1 ROI and an 84% improvement in prescription efficiency. That's huge. And you're like, what's your secret sauce? The secret sauce is Epsilon. Essentially what we've done is through Epsilon, we're able to pull in commerce data points, CRM, and then influencer and creative platforms, letting us see who people are and what they buy and who they listen to. What I'm really proud about is at Publicis, we've actually built that foundation for some time now, and we have the world's largest identity graph. So we're able to then connect it across Peso orchestration and through modular AI agents. So we're not essentially optimizing campaigns anymore, we're redesigning growth systems.